We're not just on Facebook land right now. We should be using our Restream multi-live app properly this time. So it should be Facebook,
Everywhere.
LinkedIn, YouTube, and the group, the profile, the all. So welcome, Cashflow and Closing Show. It is 5:47 p.m. on May 12th, Thursday, 2022. So there's been a lot going on, huh? This week. It seems like if you look at the news, the non-crypto people know about crypto. The gurus of agencies are dominating the crypto gurus right now in today's world. And just last week, crypto gurus were dominating marketing agencies. So yes, we're in crypto. Yes, we're both. Yes, yes, yes. So we've been saying the whole time along, never let your primary core business stop, especially when you're running other investments. And we're no gurus. It's just logic. It just seemed right. We don't leave this space. We don't leave the thing we did because shit happens and it's happening live. And this isn't crypto news. This is just observation because we're not blind and we've opened the internet before. We've seen a Facebook post and everybody knows Luna is popular today, $79 to 0.002.
Popular or infamous, one or the other.
Yeah, and hopefully hopefully we see people live to fight another day. I mean, that's tragic. I mean, people lost their whole wealth just betting on one thing. And the only thing I took away from college in the history of going to 4 different colleges was one statement: diversify your risk so it's fully mitigated to almost zero risk. So if one thing tanks, doesn't destroy you, you have other levers to pull in your industry or your investment strategies. So let it be a learning lesson for us all. We learned a lot along the way because we hold investments in both the stock market, real estate, crypto, and sometimes in 24 hours you don't have time to react, and sometimes the only reaction is go to the fucking gym or take a nap. So that's
My reaction has just been,
yeah.
so,
Like Cody,
when there's nowhere to hide, guys, which is what's happening right now. We literally have investments in real estate, stocks, and crypto pretty heavily in all three, and basically all three are just right now. So there's no hiding, there's no doing anything. It's just, I mean, have a stable business. That's good. That's why we're happy, and that's what we teach all you guys to do. Remember, the first thing I'm always telling you guys before investment, because we don't preach investment. We talk about some of the shit we've done so that you guys can see, what the future could hold for you when you do this. But the key is first have a cash flow heavy company, because as long as the cash flow heavy company is still, cash flow heavy, you'll be fine. You might ride the roller coaster a little bit. You might be sad. You might have put stuff into Luna thinking it was safe and watched it go to negative 0.00000 today. And for that, I feel for you. I know a lot of people who lost a lot of money, and it's the best mindset training you could probably ever have, is the way I've taken it and the way that a lot of them are taking it. And I tell to all you guys, first of all, reach out to your communities. You're in one right here. We love you guys. Anybody that's in any of, I don't know where he's restreaming this all to, but if our Facebook groups, our Facebook profiles, maybe our YouTube channels, could be even on LinkedIn. I don't know. But all you guys who follow us anywhere, groups that we're building, communities that we have, take a breath and talk in these communities. Most of the people, we kick people out who are assholes, except for ourselves, because we're the assholes who built it. But everybody else who are assholes in there, we kick them out. And we want to create that family feel, that support system. So, I always tell people, and something I've really learned a lot about over the last couple of years, especially in the last 6 months or so, is to digest information more before, falling prey to the human psychology of reacting to things right away. So the last couple of days have probably been rough for a lot of you guys, especially if you were invested in, I don't know, literally anything. So it's probably best to just take this, put it down, run your business, take a breath, and reset before doing anything reactive. Because it's in these situations, it's in these times we do reactive shit, and that reactive shit normally only creates a bigger problem. Those only usually spiral the issue. Anything we're doing out of FOMO on the way up is usually a bad decision, and anything we're doing out of fear and panic on the way down is usually a bad decision. So take a minute, sit with it, breathe, close your eyes, and think logically about what it is you're trying to do and where it is you're trying to go. And then use the support system we built, guys, because that's what we're here for, to help everybody out.
Yeah. So, I mean, the one thing we can control is we can't control sell-offs, panics, the stock market, any kind of news that goes on around. Those are beyond the control, but I like to control the business, right? So we get to choose, are we going to do that next piece of content? We're going to hire, right? We're going to train, we're going to take advantage of the things we can control. Other things you can control is sell off stuff if you need to. I mean, obviously, you know your own strategies. This isn't a stock market tip or a crypto advice or anything by that nature. It just means just be smart for whatever your case study is for yourself. Don't worry about the general public because your goals are just that, yours. So if you have a goal of making $1 million and you made it, I mean, either move the goalpost back or take a chill, right? So you hit your case, you hit your goal, and build a new one. My theory is just if a goal gets hit, keep going, because you're now in like future money state or future activity state. Just like when you have like a monthly target for revenue as a salesperson or a setter, you want to hit a x amount of sales collected and x amount of people booked on calendars that show up to the appointments. I worked in corporate sales first, and we already knew, and I don't know why a lot of people, especially you guys, don't know this, that just because you're ahead doesn't mean you're going to stay ahead. And that goes in your investment strategies too, like a day like today and this week and whatnot, for many, many different currencies, stock market included, real estate included, is that we think that that's how life is. And then we coast and think we're the shit. But just like an athlete, a baseball pitcher, a basketball player, we're as good as what we've done lately. So that's really what it is. So if I have, like, look at the Golden State Warriors. Like they've been winning, and then they got their fucking asses beat. And now think about the confidence people have in Memphis. Think about the confidence the odd makers are probably going to have on the game. They're probably going to be not as aggressive towards the Golden State Warriors, because lately they just got their asses beat as if they're a high school team, right? So it's what have you done for me lately is the goal, really. So I just look at every day as a fresh day. So if I hit my monthly goal yesterday, I'm now in next month's goal, because I know that shit can go bad fast, not only mentally, also it can be my confidence can go down if I have a bad week, just by thinking and assuming I'm as good as I think I am because I did it once. So it's just time gets proven over a long period of time, over a decade, because then you can have consistency, not just one lucky quarter, one lucky year. We just want to keep going and going. And that's just kind of the learning kind of personality traits that we should all have. Now, going into an announcement, going away from the crypto news and the business news and just controlling
away from the sad times now. Are we back to the happy times?
Yeah, I mean, the sad times are for
take a breath and smile a little bit.
I don't even think it's sad times. I think it's like everybody made their own decisions, and now we just got to live with it.
True. But I think it's good for everybody to understand that, blips in time, micro views on anything are always a bad idea. So keep that in mind, guys. Take a breath, and remember, if you had a plan, stick to it. If you don't have a plan, start making one. Don't make reactive decisions. Now, if we're switching over to happy time thoughts, Alvin has once again called out Rahul because apparently there's something missing from his life that hasn't been shipped out yet. So
Alvin, you live close enough for those of you guys that I said I would
walk across the fucking street almost and just hand the man some GSD.
If I offered any of this extra swag, extra stuff like mouse pads and shit, just rolling around. I got blankets. You know what,
Alvin, if you're still listening out there, feel free to find the GSD store now.
Right behind me, there's a little.
Look at this shit. He's got a fucking blanket
pillow. There's also a wolf pillow. There's just some stuff.
There's like a literal GSD gift shop just for you, Alvin. So
yeah, that whole shelf I'm covering right there has a whole slew of GSD stuff that we printed. And we may open a merch store, because we think it's just not necessarily the name of a brand, but it's like really a lifestyle, in my opinion. Because if we live by that model, just get shit done. When we want to do something, we just go ahead and do it. Sometimes it burns our hand, but at least we got started and get in the game. So everything we do is a little bit before we're ready, but I think that's the best learning experience by doing.
We got one more happy thing coming. What's up tomorrow? We got a killer coming in
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we got a couple events coming. So tomorrow is like going to be the fire. I'm sure you guys have heard of like Jeremy Miner, Matt Ryder, and Marco Cortese, one of their co-workers, executives. I don't even know the titles, so I know he's high up the company. And what I'm especially excited about is when I bring in people who are like ordinary people, just cool, humble, like could be complete ego assholes if they wanted to be because they're so good at what they do. But I like the journeys. I like when they accelerated skill in a short gap of time just by putting in time and paying attention and practicing relentlessly. And this is one of those people who has a history of doing other sales, maybe not under the right guidance, got the necessary skills. Now he's one of the better trainers out there that I've seen and one of the better sales pros, because the reason I like talking and interviewing so many salespeople is because I think the art of speaking, art of persuasion, art of getting people off their lazy asses and getting them off the procrastination train into the lane of their life is really fucking important. And the person on the other side of the phone who's actually guiding you through that is a key element and ultimately becomes a key mentor in your life when you look back at things. So the way we make our decisions is, if we do nothing, is that going to serve us? If we do something, will that put us on the streets? And if we don't do anything, are we going to lose out on opportunities if our 1 year person from now would go back and be able to give us that Captain Hindsight advice? So when we look and hire people or bring people in, we're looking at like, you guys in this group, will this help you guys move the needle by showing up for free for 1 hour? Because I know people don't value free, so we could easily charge for these going forward if that helps. But for right now, this one is free. So we want to drop some knowledge in the sales category, because we teach you to get as many leads as you want. We can buy them, we can get them organically, we can DM them, we can join groups. There's so many outlets and channels. We teach you guys how to DM people. We teach you how to sell them. And when I bring in salespeople, this is where like the quarterback wins the Super Bowl, right? We bring revenue in for the company, our family, our friends. We help another person. They get better at life. They get more money. It's all a win-win. So it's almost a responsibility to learn the skill if you run a business, a coaching company or whatnot, that if you suck at sales and you know it, then you know knowingly will always suck unless you do something about it. And that's the whole point, because you may be really good at like doing Zapier or Go High Level or funnels, but if nobody can buy it from you, it's just a skill that's just going to deplete. You're just going to be a dude building shit or a woman building shit that nobody's just going to buy, but you do cool stuff. So let's turn and monetize that. So tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacifico Standardo Tiempo. And I don't know, that was not Spanish. It's my own language, and that means 12 p.m. Eastern time. That's what it translates to. Tomorrow, Bill Walsh from 7th Level, overall cool dude, Irish salesman, the mastery. He's really good. I like him. He's been in this group before. I've gone back and listened to that interview myself 2 times. Even though I did do it live, there were some things in there that I learned from him myself as I'm interviewing people, because we're going to be talking about building wealth, like your careers, sales, objection handling, all that good stuff. And you're going to I would suggest get a pen and paper. And while you're live, start jotting the notes in the live stream, because other people will get to know who you are, hover your little name and see your profile and maybe connect with you, and you can get clients or network at least, or be an overall cool dude or woman. But that also helps you resonate the content a lot more. And that's what one of my hacks is when I'm listening to somebody that I like, I'll start typing my notes in the chat. Other people thank me. The person who's doing the live stream really appreciates it, may reach out, or now I have an open outlet to reach out and start my networking. So that's how I've actually got some of these cool guests, is by just participating, catching their attention in a sea of thousands or millions of people. And then one person can catch the eye of that person. And then now you have a new friend or social network. That's how we do it. So that's a little hack. If you guys want to use that, that's what I use. And that's how I get cool people on here. Anyways, so that's the announcement. And then Saturday, we're going to be doing Savage Saturdays again. It's a live Q&A. This week, I don't know if Ben's going to be around. I think he's on his 16th vacation this month. And just kidding, Ben. I hope you heard that too. But I might be hosting that one. So you get yours truly. When I say I might, I will be. So I won't let myself off the hook. I'll be doing it at 9 a.m. Saturday, live Q&A, anything coaching, agency, sales, etc., mindset stuff. If you want to ask about how I do things, totally fine.
Guys,
Anything.
if you want notifications for these, for the tomorrow interview and or the one that Rahul's talking about for the Savage Saturday, let us know down below so that you don't miss them. Because yeah, we're going to be going live in this group, but just drop a question down there. Do you need a VA, Rahul? Need a VA, man? Hey, Rahul, do you need a VA?
Yeah, there's a that yeah, we're gonna
How many of
be
those a day do
teaching.
you get?
We're gonna have to teach that dude how to actually do the DMs instead of ask me questions but anyways, so Facebook's interface has changed a little bit. If you own a group, you know things are now on the left a lot. The top menu's changed. What I want you guys to see most notably is this guides tab has a ton of amazing stuff. Like, I mean, you can get videos that are like amazing. Like, I not because we did it, it's just, I mean, we did do them, but they're fucking good. This is coming off 18 years experience and 20 years experience, et cetera, combined. Now let me go back. Now over here, down here on the bottom right, I want you guys to go to these events because they've moved this. It used to be across the top. Now it's on the bottom right here. I'm not sure why, Facebook, but it's okay. Click this one first. And then I want you to tap the going. So we've invited 1,000 people. We still have to invite more people in the group. We might send an email, but definitely click the going button once you get to this particular page. The link is in the description of wherever you're watching this, okay? So join the group first. If you're not already in the group, the link to the group is in the description of what you're watching. And also underneath that is once you're in the group, you're gonna wanna click that tap going, just so you get the alert or that little red alert from Facebook, so you don't forget. So if you can make it, amazing. If you can't make it, catch the replay. It will be staying in the group for a little bit. And that is all I got for today, for today's cash flow closing. I just wanted to really kind of go over the announcement, but I thought it'd be smart to kind of just talk about, like, I mean, the elephant in the room. And everybody's got to live to fight another day. You know, it's wiped out a lot of wealth. I mean, that's just too bad. But I mean, when we go back into our commodities, we still have like our two most valuable is time and money, right? Now if money is an issue, now let's just use that time. You can either leverage it by paying somebody else to do things, or leverage it yourself so you can maximize each minute of every day. Because I know a lot of people are spinning in circles and wondering, what can I do? The easiest thing is to get skillful at something, right? I think sales is one of the most important art forms to even ever have, to be able to get people to buy whatever you're offering to solve their problems. And the bigger problem you solve, the more you should be getting paid. But it doesn't mean you just have to sit there and work 18 hours and still come out of the day with no better than you were when you started. Get skills. And fuck, I hate saying this, but I mean, shit, if you're newer or you're in a slump, sell your shit for fucking free or half the price just to get that slump buster going. Exchange it for a different currency. Like, I mean, fuck, if you're going to do marketing for a taco stand, do it for free tacos plus a testimonial. Plus, if they like it after 2 months, now you want tacos plus money. Like, get creative, because it's too easy to get stuff. And a lot of people like deals, right? I mean, we live in a fucking deal. Like, I mean, people think of sales maybe as car sales. What do we do in car sales? We negotiate and want a deal. Give them that fucking mentality. Go a little old school, go a little dirty, and then get customers in the door, get 3 testimonials. And if people are your clients, if you always hear, oh, they were supposed to do it, but they didn't do it, go to them. Turn the fucking camera on and saying, hey, I'm here with Cody. Cody, let's talk about how you've been loving working with us, or how have you enjoyed the work. Get the content, go force it to happen, get them on Zoom and talk through the project and say, cool, I'm just going to hit the record button in like a minute. Okay. I want to get that testimonial from you. So get that stuff, because that's currency. Because if you go to restaurants and you've ever, or anything, I don't care if it's a gynecologist, a dentist, a restaurant, don't matter. If you've ever Googled them, you're probably going to look for a review, maybe a site like Yelp or Google or wherever the heck you get reviews, Travelocity for travel, whatever it may be. You're looking for the review, but guess what you're doing? You're trusting the words of a complete stranger over any personal friend of yours. So 9 out of 10 people trust the words of a stranger, reviews on the internet, that they never met that person, for it to be a recommendation from a friend. So that's 9 out of 10 people. That's impact. So that's what you do. Like, if you get a testimonial and you hear clients say, give me references, and you actually can't get over that objection, send them the fucking references. send them the videos. But if you don't have any, then you can't even send it to them. Then you have to get good at handling those objections. So anyways, that's it for me. If I want to see if you guys want to come tomorrow. So tomorrow's at 9 a.m. We want to pack the house, give Bill some love, and then spill those dirty secrets. I want to get this guy with there's a couple ways I do things when I'm doing interviews is I'm not afraid to ask any direct question to anybody ever, complete strangers or whatnot. Number two is the more people there, then I can use your pressure as pressuring him in my persuasive way to give away more secrets. So if you want me to ask him, how do I get past, I can't afford it? How do I get past, like at the end of the call, you're too expensive? How do I handle at the end of the call? Oh, awesome. Email me the info. I'll get back to you when I feel like it. Right. So if you want that stuff, come join us. There's a power in numbers and community, and we'll have some fun. Let's get those money making activities into skills. Okay. All right.
Well, take a deep breath after today. Come to tomorrow. Breathing exercises, meditate, calm yourself. Do not do anything reactive. Put your head down and go into GSD mode. All right. You can see it written all over our shit, literally all over everything Rahul owns now. GSD mode, turn it on. You got two assets, money and time, guys. If you lost a lot of money today, I feel for you. A lot of people did. That means we got to now put our heads down, get back to the basics, make some more. Money has a beautiful way of when you pay attention to it, it starts to grow. So put your head down, put some GSD mode on. If you want an extra skill set, show the hell up tomorrow for that sales thing, because sales is probably the best skill to make money. So if you want to learn a little bit more of it, show up tomorrow and let's get some shit done.
Yeah. Last thing is, if you guys missed out on that last challenge we did, we are going to be offering that shortly, where you can get access to all 3 days. Right now it's in our incubator group that no new members can join right now. So if you do want access, we're going to be opening that up pretty soon to get access to all the recordings. So it's like, I don't know, like eight hours of cool content. It's like a little mini course where it's all action oriented. I mean, you guys have a lot of our content already in this group, like the Perfect Stranger Method, SOAP, the sales, the strategic partnership videos. Those are all in there. This will be nice and clean, all in one place. But it was all action oriented. So if you want that, just GSDS, just message us, drop it in the comments. And once we have that available, we'll get it to you. It'll be cheap too. It'll be like under $100. Okay. All right. Peace out, guys. We're still here.